Hey yo, dead ass G, my bad pimp.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Started the recording.
You just now
I
started
just now
it.
started the
Third
recording.
time.
Whatever.
Third time you just
We've
now
been
started
drinking
it.
a little bit, alright? Do you want to introduce the guest or not?
We had
You
such a good
wanna-
bit going with Jaden Smith. We had Africa in the fucking mix. We had Caleb calling himself gay. We had Jess saying I had a huge dick. And you fucked it up, Brendan.
She said you had a
fucked it
small
up.
dick, but alright. Do you want to
You fucked it
introduce the
up.
guest today?
I would love to introduce the special guest that we have with us here today. We have Caleb John Wayne Sanders. And I'm not going to say her name because she has a professional career and we can't get her name.
Caleb doesn't know.
Look,
we put a social security number out here.
I just realized Caleb.
Yeah.
You can say the first name.
We can share
I don't
that
care.
if
The
you
first
want.
name's not terrible.
Caleb comes from a faraway land. He comes from about an hour and a half away. For those of you that don't know already, for all of the amazing fans we have, the whole plethora of fans we have out there, the people that love us.
700 billion.
And believe it or not, most of our fans are in Asia. We get a lot of mail from
That's
Asia.
A lot of Taiwanese.
A lot of
Is that you can actually see where the views are coming from? Is that a thing?
oh, dude, absolutely. Most of our views
Wait,
come
really?
from Asia and India. People
Oh,
love us
yeah,
No
over there.
way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's all the Chuck
No,
Norris.
no, this is America.
It's-
this is
I know,
America.
it's
How
America.
many followers do you
It's
guys have?
mostly Nepal. Like, it's like, what,
13?
13,000?
I'm one of them.
13 million?
13,000.
I'm one of them. We
Um,
have some very special. He's from the exotic land of Tiffin, Ohio, a very small town.
yeah, very exotic land.
You see
But
all wild types of corn and soybeans out there.
many people don't know this, but he was actually one of our first guests on the podcast.
You'll know him as the snack king of the Midwest.
Yeah.
And he still is the snack motherfucking king of the
He
Midwest.
Dude,
still
I
runs
forgot
that
about
shit.
that.
And-
Were you like a title of like Sandman or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sandman.
That the
I think
Sandman
Sandman.
episode.
I don't
remember
know
listening
what-
to that.
where
We
did
had
that
2
even come
episodes. We had I've been calling you the
I say
Sandman.
everybody's just been calling. I don't know where it came from though.
Caleb, what's your last name?
Well, I understand that. I understand that.
Do you see where
but,
sand might come from?
but why is it Sandman?
I think I just started calling you the Sandman way back in like middle school, honestly.
Because if you think about it, like
That was
kinda
it.
my
love
middle
that.
name, there's so many more options for nicknames just from my middle name.
Retard? What?
I mean, your middle name's John Wayne, but that was way too obvious.
Wait, that's actually your middle name?
Yeah, he wasn't joking. That's what
Oh
That's his middle name.
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
God
John
damn, John Wayne Gacy.
You sound like every
John
cop ever
Wayne.
that's ever pulled
Or
over.
just
Caleb.
John Wayne, the actor.
Maybe Gacy. Maybe the guy who murdered a shit ton of people.
Can you imagine if his name was
Wow.
Caleb John Gacy? Or wait, what was it?
John Wayne
John-
Gacy?
Jesus
John Wayne
Christ.
Gacy. Sanders.
Quit bringing it
Caleb
up,
John
man.
Wayne Gacy Sanders. He was a
Gacy.
great clown before he was a serial killer.
Oh my god.
He was a great politician too. He was a politician.
John Wayne?
Really?
John
He was
Wayne
a
Gacy
great
politician.
everything, yeah.
Where did you get your name? Do you know?
From John Wayne.
So, all right,
Gacy.
funny story. My dad. Okay, so my mom and my dad agreed all of us were gonna have Bible names, which is why you have my brother Uriah, you got my brother Lazarus, and then my sister, who they thought was a boy, her name was gonna be Daniel, but ended up being a girl, so they just switched it to Danielle, which is
Yeah.
why she doesn't have a Bible name,
Okay.
per se. So my
Danielle.
dad wanted to name me John Wayne Sanders, because he's like a huge John Wayne fan, like loves cowboy movies.
So you were named after him.
Yeah, yeah. But my mom was like, dude, I'm not fucking naming my kid John Wayne.
I ain't no cowboy lover.
This went
I
all the
can't.
way after I was born.
Well,
My
John,
dad-
John is in the Bible, so you could
Yeah,
easily been John.
that was my dad's argument.
Yeah.
Well, my dad refused to sign my birth certificate unless my name was John
Oh,
Wayne.
Jesus Christ.
So
I
I
was
was-
like, I will end
He
this
was
marriage over
really
this
about
shit.
it.
He was like, yeah,
He was,
yeah.
yeah.
He
So
wants to fucking
my mom was like, I'm not fucking naming him John Wayne. So up until like 10 minutes before I left, I didn't.
Left what? Wait,
He's gotta
left?
release the valves first.
Left?
Oh,
I
my
didn't
God.
finish. I had a burp.
Sounds
So
like a damn
like
queef.
up until like 10 up
It did sound like a little mouth queef.
up until like 10 minutes before I left the
I'm
hospital.
disgusted.
Up until like 10 minutes before I left the hospital.
Disgusting.
Like the nurses came in, they're like, dude, like you guys can't stay. Like there's nothing wrong with him. You know, you can't keep you in the hospital, but you can't leave without a birth certificate.
Well, you guys are stuck in a conundrum
Yeah.
because I want to name him this, but my
Yeah.
wife's
Yeah.
a bitch and she won't let
Yeah.
me.
So basically my mom was like, fine, I'll compromise. His middle name can be John Wayne. And Caleb was one of the names that they were going back and forth on before already. So my dad was like, all right, fine.
One of the most
Caleb.
unique names I've
Crazy.
ever heard in my
So
life.
it came out to
Caleb,
Caleb
for
John
sure.
Wayne.
You know how many times
Oh
I've
my
been with this
God.
guy and he's been honest with people and been like, look, my middle
Nobody
name is John
ever
Wayne.
believes me.
And
when I'm
nobody
like,
ever
yeah,
believes
I
me.
didn't
nobody
believe you
ever
until
Damn.
you just told me. I thought that was like a joke that you just made up for like the intro.
I told you, like that one story, I told her about this one story at Walmart, like where Whitey ended up stealing a video game that nobody asked him, like,
Dude, I went so
he just
hard.
did it. He went to the bathroom, stole a video game, and we
I
all
didn't
got
even
busted
know.
at Walmart.
I didn't even know that he actually stole it. So when they stopped us, I was like,
I knew what he was doing. I was just like, dude, bad idea,
What are you
man. Like,
doing?
we've been getting followed. We called it out. We were like, someone's following us around the store.
Well, that's why I didn't think he did it.
He
so
totally
when,
did.
So when they stopped us, I was like, oh, these fucking idiots. I'm gonna make them look stupid.
And then,
So the whole time I was just running them shit. And they were like, oh, what's your name? And I was like, Caleb John Wayne Sanders.
You're like, ah, bullshit.
Yeah, they're like, oh
It's
yeah,
real
real
funny,
funny,
kid.
bud.
good one,
And you're
buddy.
like, but seriously.
And I'm like, no, but seriously, that's my name.
oh my god.
And then the guy laughed at me again, and I'm like, so you're gonna laugh? Are you laughing at my name?
You were being a dick, though. He was like, what color are your eyes? And you're like, I don't know. Look at them.
Is that on your ID?
We didn't
Well,
have an
at the time,
ID.
I
We
didn't
weren't old
have
enough
one.
to
I
have
was
an
like,
ID.
what, like 14 or 15.
Oh, okay.
You had a
Holy
little
shit.
middle school ID.
Yeah.
That's it.
We didn't have shit, dude.
But dude, I looked so stupid when Whitey finally did confess. I was like, yes.
He just
I was
pulled
like,
a video game out of his pants.
Dude, I looked
Yeah,
at Tim and I
stole
was
Red
like,
Dead or
I
whatever.
looked at Tim, I was like,
Really?
like I literally did. I had no idea he stole it.
Holy shit.
You know what he
Damn.
stole? He stole Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead, yeah.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Was it
Honestly,
Xbox
worth
360.
it.
Dude, this was when it just came
Dude,
out.
if you got away with it, that was totally worth it.
This
Honestly,
is the same.
But he didn't get away with it, so it was
Yeah.
not worth it at all.
It's not worth it whatsoever.
This is
but
the
if
same
you got
guy
away
that
with
went into diabetic shock when he was playing Call of Duty all night, drinking Mountain
And
Dews and
fought the
shit,
cops and shit.
and literally broke into his neighbor's house, like
Yeah.
just being like, "I need food," just like trying to get sugar, and then fought the cops.
Yeah.
Was he big?
No.
No,
Of course
he was
he
like
did.
Brendan's size. He was a little bit shorter. Like he was a.
Hey
he
man,
was a
hey
good
man,
guy.
I
What
can
the
I
fuck?
can knock some cops out. Hey,
I actually just ran into Whitey like a month ago.
He's a good guy, man. I always liked Whitey.
Dude, he walked the Appalachian Trail,
Yeah.
like found himself as a person. He's like, yeah, look, I'm a new man. You know, I walked the Appalachian Trail. Blah, blah,
Scoot
blah.
up, bitch.
He's like, oh, I just got married. I was like, oh, you got married? He's like, yeah, fucking, he met his wife on the trail, I'm pretty sure, if I remember
What?
correctly.
I found myself.
Yeah.
how do you meet?
They knew
You're
each
just
other?
like, hey girl, and she's
And
just
now
like,
you're
hi.
together
It's
with
the
his
Appalachian
wife?
Trail, dude. A lot of
You
people like
hike
that shit.
the opposite direction back. Like, what
Dude,
the
he told me. He
Damn.
told me his trail name, but I can't remember. It was something.
There's a
wild.
trail name?
Yeah, when you walk the Appalachian
It's like
Trail,
going to war. Like,
you no
what the
longer
fuck?
you don't have a
Holy shit.
name, but you don't pick your trail name. Like people pick it for you.
Shit eater.
Wait, that.
Yeah, so
Cum
basically
sucker,
like
dick sucker, get over here.
Sucker.
so basically like whatever aura you give off and like to other people,
They'll be like, you're.
Bitch boy.
yeah.
Bitch boy, go get some wood.
Bitch boy. You seem like a bitch boy to me.
Quite frankly, I walked this trail 7 times. I ain't never seen a bitch boy around here besides you.
I feel like.
I'm gonna call you
We should do
child
that.
predator.
Oh my god. What if
You
you guys
are-
did that and took the podcast with you and just like found
It's-
yourselves on
It's
the
like
podcast?
it's like thousands.
I mean,
of
that's
miles.
not that hard. I mean,
It
if
takes
you really-
months. For
Yeah,
people
it's
to
literally-
I
finish.
know a guy
Well,
from
not the
college that
whole
did that.
damn
He was like
thing.
this preppy guy that you would never expect to ever do something like in the wilderness. And he was like, you know what? Like, I need to be like stop being so freaked out and scared about this shit. I'm gonna go and swear to God, he came back with hair as long as mine, a thick ass
What
beard.
the
He's
fuck?
like a hippie now. I'm like, what the fuck does this trail do to people?
I
It was
found
nuts.
myself in the woods, man.
Swear.
I really was looking at a tree long enough that I realized I was an asshole and like I was raping women on the side.
Oh my God,
Like,
it's
dude,
dark.
I don't
Wait, I'm
get
sorry,
this
what?
shit. I
On the
don't
side?
get this shit.
Like part time.
Part time. He's a preppy guy, so he's got.
Well,
shit to
funny
do.
story about him. He was a photographer,
Yeah, of course he
And-
was. He's
and he
photographer.
did
Right.
have me
Taking pictures
shoot
of
for him
life.
once, and I had to put a cigarette in my mouth. I remember that story.
Did
and
you
I was like,
smoke that cigarette, ma'am? I don't know who.
Did you fuck
No.
this guy?
No.
You fucked a
Jesus.
photographer?
I didn't. He was such a nice guy, but I was like, holy shit, he's going on this trail, and he would
Such a nice guy.
post all these pictures with like these bags of fucking rice that apparently you get mailed, and it goes to
Yeah.
like certain sections of the country,
Mm-hmm.
and he would just live off of what he could until like his next location where like then the food would be. It was nuts.
I mean, it sounds
man.
horrible, but I
just
can
have,
see
like, drop
if you
spots.
He
if
came
you
back
fuck with
so
nature,
skinny.
I can see why you do that. If
He
you fuck
Yeah,
with nature.
if you
He came
fuck
back
with
this big
nature, you're a
around.
Yeah.
psychopath and you have no goddamn friends, bro. It's called get a social life. That's what the fuck it is.
Or
I don't know if
Yeah.
you
or
Yeah.
go out to
I don't
Appalachian
remember.
Trail and find yourself.
Should we
In
do
what?
that together?
In what?
Let's just quit our jobs and
But
like
we
I
won't
am
find
not.
Oh, no,
out.
dude.
I
can't.
cannot.
Quit our
Yeah, I can't live
jobs?
in the woods.
let's
And
fucking
be
do it.
homeless? Are you
guys
psycho?
Big old fucking pussies.
I can't live in the
Let's go
fucking
find
woods when I'm
ourselves.
homeless.
I can't.
Yeah, I'll go do that shit when I'm rich. When I have money to say, I don't need to care about taking a week off.
Oh, it's gonna be more than
Right
one.
now.
It's gonna be like months. He was gone for like
Months.
months.
That's like
I swear.
if you do the
That's
whole
what I'm
trail.
saying.
Months.
If you do the whole trail, that's like 9 months.
Yeah, he was gone for, I swear, it was 8 months or something like that.
Yeah,
It was
Who the
nuts.
fuck even has time for that shit?
He came back looking.
You know? I'm a
completely
bounty
different.
hunter. I got places to fucking be, dude. I can't be skipping work. I got people that I
Yeah,
need to
I
catch and put
mean-
in jail for skipping bail. That's what I do. I'm a fucking bounty hunter,
What,
okay,
in a
Brendan?
video
You
game?
understand that?
I mean, dude,
You look
I know
confused
exactly.
over there.
No, I know exactly.
Why don't you
what
look me in the
mean.
eyes and tell me I'm not a bounty hunter,
Well,
okay?
Ted
you
wants
are.
to
I've
be in
been-
the video game.
I've
He wants
been-
to be a part of the video game.
I've been a
He
fucking
wants to
border.
be
yeah.
the main character.
I've been a
Turned to Arthur
border
Morgan, dude.
patrol agent for 17
You get a
years
diet
now, so I
tuberculosis.
know what the fuck I'm doing. Like when I'm catching those criminals trying to cross our goddamn border for salvation and money, and maybe to make their families' lives
You
better.
tell them, you stop them at the border, you
I
say either
stop
one, you
them.
suck my dick,
I
or
know.
two, you ain't gonna be a
Depends.
U.S. citizen
It
for very
depends
long.
on how they look. If they're a nice little, damn girl, you look nice for a South American, Central American.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can suck my dick. Oh, I
I'll tell you what.
That
Cut
was kind of
that shit.
racist.
Tell you
That
what,
was kinda
give me all
racist.
the pesos you got in your pocket and put
We'll be
those
making
lips
sure he
around
cuts
my
that out
dick.
later.
I'll make you a U.S. citizen real quick.
I know.
I'll
Simple
make
as
you
that.
U.S. citizen real quick. You get down on your knees.
Welcome to the
and
United
suck
States
this
border.
little
I'm Brendan
penis.
Wings, the border
I'm not
with
even
the border patrol. I take
I'm not
bribes.
even
What do
a
you got in your
patrol.
pockets? I'll tell you
take
what.
bribes.
I'll take that chia pet you got on you. What do you got? Some beanie babies?
Good question.
What do you got? Some troll keychains? I'll take some troll
Let me get
keychains.
them. You got silly bands on you. Let me get them silly bands.
I haven't seen a giraffe silly band in quite some years. This is worth a lot of money.
God damn, you got UFO silly band. I'd be damned if I don't take that off you.
I'll be damned.
Well, I'll be damned.
You got a silly band in the outline of Beyonce. Looks like you're getting in the United States. I can
And
sell
you
for
got the
$40
Kanye
on
West.
eBay.
Would you guys actually work?
My
for
wife would be
Patrol?
happy
No.
as hell.
I would let people in,
It
man.
is so cool.
I don't know if I'd
Oh,
let
shit,
it
you would
depends.
see?
No,
Oh
I'd be
my
sad
God.
as fuck all the shit that you see, man.
It would be
Separate our
miserable.
families and the poverty. That'd be really
You go
sad. You
home-
think it's fun?
Yeah.
You think it's fun to be at the
All right, well, when you put it that way, fuckers.
My job today is
You think
complete.
it's
I
fun
separated
to-
13
I guess.
families.
It's so interesting that people smuggling in drugs and be like, no.
But
You
like,
should see that this little boy was crying for us, mama. I said,
Oh my god!
I said today was a good day at the border patrol.
I said, God damn it, you know, I saw a little boy. He was bawling his eyes out asking for asylum
Did you
from a
blame him, young man?
cartel.
Is that what you said? You blanket? You cool?
No, for support, bitch.
I gotta be honest, it's really weird putting the
See,
blanket
that's
on man's shoulders.
And that's
You
what
don't
I'm
even do
right
that
at
for
all.
me, bitch.
Hey man, but that's what you do at Border Patrol, man. I do that all the time.
Put
I put
blankets on people's
blankets
shoulders
around
and tell them
people.
it's alright.
I tell them it's alright.
It's alright.
I
I'm
may
gonna
have
separate your family and
I
send you
may
back
have
to
killed
Mexico.
your dad because your dad was a little bit erratic, but quite frankly, you're gonna be fine, son. You're in the United States of America.
Quite frankly, he's going to jail. You're never gonna see him again. So don't even worry about him. Get him out of
He's
your
a,
mind.
that motherfucker is a
Fucked.
scumbag since the day you were born, son. You're in good hands now. You're on straight to foster care, and you're
Good
gonna be
hands.
taken care of.
Speaking of fathers and sons,
Oh my god.
I heard you
Somebody's
have a
dad
crazy story
was
for us.
somebody's dad was actually a bounty hunter for real though.
I don't know if you want to say for real.
Why don't you tell us who? Oh, he was. He was a state licensed bounty hunter in the state
Sandman,
of
how's the
California.
story?
Yes.
I mean, I guess you could say it was a bounty hunter. It was more like it was like a cover for what he
Okay.
was for like what he was actually doing.
Oh
He was-
shit.
So like back in probably like the late 80s, early 90s, you didn't have to have like any special licenses or anything to be a bounty hunter. You just had to
license
have
to kill. Yeah, I have to have one of those back.
there
in the
wasn't
day.
like there wasn't laws to it really because like it was still pretty much like cowboy days kind of shit, like being a bounty hunter. You could be a criminal and be a bounty hunter, you could be a piece of shit and be a bounty hunter, or you could be like a good person and be a bounty hunter. There wasn't any like regulations to it, so there was
Yeah.
like a lot of corruption.
A lot of assholes just joining bounty hunters and just beating the shit out of people, saying,
I mean,
in
yeah,
the 80s,
"You got
so
a bounty on your head, boy."
really though, like a lot of people
mean, that's how it was
that
for,
were
like,
bounty
100
hunters were
years.
like the bottom of the barrel, like degenerate ass people that couldn't really find legitimate employment.
They
doing
couldn't be
anything
cops
else. Yeah,
necessarily. Yeah.
yeah.
And this is in the 80s, you said.
Well, late 80s, early 90s. So, my dad was a bounty hunter, had like his own business, and he employed my uncle.
In California, San Diego.
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. My
Yeah.
bad.
Employed my uncle and one of his best friends. So it was just like my dad, his best friend, I think his name was Dave, and then my uncle.
Before you go any further in the story, how does one come to say, I'm going to be a bounty hunter and start a business? Was there like a motive? Like, what started that? Do you know? Or do you just...
I mean, I couldn't tell you personally, but I'm sure like a lot of people that did it before were like I mean, kind of like you were saying, like I want like an authoritative position,
But I can't be a cop.
Okay.
I want to carry a badge,
Yeah.
but
And a
I
lot
see
of
what you're
them,
saying.
it was like it's like a mercenary mentality. Like,
I want to work for myself.
yeah,
It's
well,
like, how do you even promote that? Like, I'm a bounty hunter. Like, I'll kill someone for you, or I'll hurt someone for you, or
No,
take this
you
for
literally arrest people that skip bail.
yeah. What it is?
You don't
is
hurt people.
Wait,
bounty
what?
hunters. So bounty hunters, what they do is
I thought this was a
She
killer
just thinks they walk
situation.
around with a baseball bat beating the shit out of people?
Do you hire bounty hunters to like hurt
Yeah.
people for you?
No.
no, that's
No.
mercenaries. That's mercenaries.
Oh, okay. I
So
got
that's
too
not legal. You
confused.
can't hire somebody to hurt somebody.
So basically, like a bounty hunter, what they do is
Yeah,
so
That's
hit-
what I'm
that's a
thinking
hit.
of. Okay.
So bounty hunters, what they do is say someone gets in trouble, they get arrested, they go to jail, they get their court date. But your court date's like 4, 5, 6 months down the road. You can either sit in jail until your court date,
Or pay your bail.
or pay your bail,
Mm-hmm.
which is like
10,000.
$10,000.
Right.
Depending on the crime.
Yeah, and
That
it's
sounds like $2 million.
your bail is always 10% of what you pay to your bail is 10% of what your bail actually is. So like, say your bail is $1 million, you have to pay $100,000
Yep.
to get out of jail until your court date.
That's like your bail money.
Yeah.
You
To
get
just,
that
like,
money back.
To just like sit at home, so you don't have
Yeah.
to like sit in the cell.
If
But
you run, though, they
If you
take
you
it.
get that money back
If
if
you
you
run.
show up to court. If you don't, you owe that money.
Who
now.
has that money though? Can they pull out loans for that shit?
Well, no, you can.
Bounty
the
hunters.
people he's talking about, they go. Their bail is 10,000, and they have to pay 1,000, and they just skip
okay.
bail.
So what bounty hunters are people that go hunt bounties for companies that pay people's bail.
You're thinking of like a hitman who like will
Damn.
go out.
Yeah.
and
I didn't know
just
this was.
beat the shit out of
I
someone.
seriously
for-
like did not know
just for
this.
money.
Yeah. So
That's
like
crazy.
A mercenary is more like a militia or like a government,
like a private army.
like a
basically.
private army. Yeah,
So like
that's what mercenaries
a
are.
bounty hunter hunts bounties for people's bails that skip court.
Via the
Okay.
government.
Yeah.
It's
Like they just like run.
it's-
They're like, fuck this. I'm out now.
It's,
I'm not gonna go to
govern-
court.
it's governmental approved. Most of the time, it's governmental approved. If
the government's
not-
the one that pays these.
Yeah, the
these bounty
government
bounties.
is who pays.
So your dad just started this company. Is like, I'm gonna like basically do this, and
Well, that's what I was
He can
saying.
actually do
Dog
it.
the bounty hunter.
this
So-
whole time I thought it was illegal. Had no
It
idea.
is legal.
It is legal.
Now-
they're actually
now it's
employed by the
legal.
state.
Yeah, they're employed by the
What the?
government.
How do I not know this?
It's
Well, it's-
crazy.
I thought a
It's
bounty hunter was
to
like
hunt the
a
people who
hitman
owns
for
the
whatever.
bounty.
No.
Yeah.
Owns a bounty.
So
That's nuts.
back in like the late 80s, early 90s, there wasn't all the way up. I'll say it this way: all the way up until the late 80s, early 90s, there wasn't any laws and regulations and rules when it came to bounty hunters. Bounty hunters literally did whatever the fuck they wanted. So like, someone skipped bail, it's their job to find them. So they would like show up, kick in your fucking door at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "Where the fuck so and so at?"
So
and then
they
they'd arrest
break-
them,
they
and then they
break-
would bring them to jail, and then the government would pay them for bringing back someone that skipped their bail.
But the problem was
Holy
like
shit,
they would be
man.
breaking laws that the cops couldn't just
They-
bust
yeah.
in
Breaking
your
into
house.
someone's
Yeah.
house.
They would do
Right.
yeah, they would do shit cops weren't allowed to do.
But they got away with, like, they were allowed to just break into
Yeah,
someone's
because
house
there
to find this
wasn't
guy.
there wasn't laws or anything.
Right.
There was no
Holy
mandate.
shit.
I mean, no, they
Man.
technically couldn't
This
break
is
into
so
your house,
cool.
but they could operate like outside of the normal
But
procedures of,
technically-
like, a cop.
That's
It
the
was
thing
in the
is
gray
all
zone.
all they needed was
Proof.
they didn't even need proof. They just had to hear that whoever they were hunting for bail
Is wanted.
is whoever's wanted. All they have to do is have proof that's hey so and so said they're at this house,
Damn.
and then they were allowed to just go kick in that door at 3
That's
in the morning.
nuts.
Yeah,
I didn't. This is
there was
very interesting.
nothing stopping them from doing that. They were allowed to do that.
This shit's about to be really good, isn't it?
Yes.
So basically, my dad, he owned a company that bailed people out, and he was a bounty hunter. So he'd be a bounty hunter for his own criminals that were skipping bail.
Oh shit.
So he was a company.
Holy shit.
He was
He was
paying.
getting his money back legitly.
He was
like,
paying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
so-
paying himself twice over. So like, the government would pay him money to bail people out,
Yeah.
and then he would get paid by the government to hunt
Find
people
those
that were
people.
skipping the bail that he paid out.
Wow.
Holy.
So he was getting paid twice, basically.
So he was living the life.
So
for
what
a
he was
little while.
doing is he would bail out people that he knew were gonna skip bail. So like drug dealers, fucking Grand Theft Auto, shit like that.
People are working this system.
Like he knew,
he'd
he
work
knew
the
these.
system.
But if anything, he knows how to work the system to get some money.
That's what I was saying.
So basically, a little bit of backstory before I go into it. My dad he was in the army. He was he was a ranger. So basically, his whole life up until then was like doing army rangers. That's like special forces kind of shit. They're like right before.
They're like
Yeah.
SEALs, basically.
They're right before. They're the ones that operate in a large scale with
Aren't they
like
like super
Navy
intense?
SEAls. Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
this Navy SEAls are like is like the hardest.
They're like the baddest motherfuckers.
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
have Green Berets who are just as bad
Yeah.
as Navy SEAls. Well,
Well,
Rangers.
That's a total different.
Rangers are like quote unquote like conventional forces that work with special operations. So like they're just as badass. They're just not as
They're-
selective.
They're the ground units that run in.
Rangers,
but they're
like,
the front. Rangers
Navy
lead
SEAls
the way.
are Rangers.
Dude,
You know?
that's
Rangers
fucking
Rangers
scary.
are the people that
Rangers
landed
lead the
on-
way.
Rangers become Navy SEAls.
Rangers are the people that landed
Well,
on
no.
Omaha Beach.
Navy SEAls
Back in
are
the day.
Navy.
That's where Rangers
I know
started.
they're two
Holy
different,
shit.
but
Yeah.
So
that's
that's
who
still
becomes
intense.
Navy SEAls.
Yeah, so they're
I
just
guess the difference,
they're
yeah, I
still
guess.
intense, but it's not like Navy SEAL type shit intense.
It's still elite though.
But yeah, they're still
yeah,
they're
yeah.
still
For
It's,
sure.
it's the most elite of the army
So,
besides.
my
the
dad
top. Like,
got into the Rangers when he was like 19 and got deployed into like Cambodia and Laos and all that shit, like at the
Yeah.
ass end
Of
of
Vietnam.
the Vietnam War. So like the early 70s.
Oh, they're hunting like when he was hunting the trails and shit.
So
You know
like
what I mean?
yeah, so like
You
basically
know.
when they weren't even supposed to be there, that's when my dad was there. So a lot of the shit that happened with him like isn't like official like oh this happened because technically the government wasn't there.
Yeah, I mean, because
They were
This
doing
is
shit.
nuts,
we withdrew from Vietnam.
Right.
We were still in Cambodia and Laos
So
because the Viet Cong were still there.
yeah.
We were
So-
engaging
Yeah.
them.
He did that shit until he was
Damn,
like
dude.
24, 25. Got
Not for a
out.
while.
And when you do stuff like that, dude, I mean obviously I don't know for like personally, but it like changes who you are.
I mean, when
Yeah.
you kill people,
Yeah. So like it's kind of hard to come back and just get a normal job.
So do you think like your dad saw like actual?
Oh,
Action,
for
like-
sure he did. Like he's talked to my mom about it. Like he saw
Mhm.
some crazy shit,
Mm-hmm.
and that changes you. So like you can't just
Yeah.
come back to a normal like
you
life
can't
and then
readjust to society.
yeah, I'm just gonna work in a factory.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like
Like,
that's
you
why
saw
I think
some shit.
that's why I think he picked
You've
up.
done
He's
some
like, I'm gonna
shit.
hunt human beings.
That's why yeah.
We're
That's why,
seeing like a new like type of world essentially. Like,
yeah.
can you imagine?
You've seen the
getting-
worst of worst
Yeah.
of humans.
Yeah, you've seen people like kill each. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That would
So-
fuck someone up.
So basically, he like, that's why he picked up doing that shit. So forward to where I was saying, he would like bail out people that he knew were gonna fucking jump bail, get paid twice over, and so he would bail out like drug dealers and all that shit. Well, when he would do that, he'd bail out drug dealers that he knew were still selling drugs and doing all that. So he'd bail them out, wait for them to skip bail, and then he'd kick in their fucking door, arrest them, send them to jail,
Take their drugs.
get their money, and then take their drugs
Oh.
and their drug money.
god.
Oh shit.
Which, how are you gonna say, hey, you're robbing people and shit? Well, technically that stuff doesn't even exist. How am I robbing someone that, you know, it's
How did he
illegal?
get caught? Did somebody snitch on him?
So, I'll get to that.
So he was essentially taking drug dealers to jail and then robbing them.
yeah,
How did he get
So-
caught?
he got caught because he went to do the same thing to a drug dealer, and when he went kicked in the dude's door, the dude started fucking shooting at him.
Oh.
Did he fire back?
And my dad fucking shot back,
Killed
but it
him.
was like through the front door. Like my dad got shot. Got shot in the shoulder. He had a bulletproof vest on. Got shot in the chest.
What did
but
he get shot
his-
with?
It was like a pistol or something. I don't know. Got shot in the chest. Got shot right below his vest, like above his groin. Got shot in his leg, and then got shot in his ankle.
Ooh, that's the
Ouch.
worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst out of all of them. The
So-
groin,
And the
if it's not the the groin, if it ain't the balls, I don't care.
Yeah.
But the ankle, dude, that is catastrophic.
Yeah.
That little fucker walking up for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he fucking got shot multiple times, fell on
God
the ground,
damn.
and then he just like unloaded his rifle through the door, and ended up killing the dude. Which, you know, it is what it is. He would have been fine for that, but he ended up killing his girlfriend who was in bed with him and their kid who was in bed with him.
God.
Holy shit!
So
How did he hit? What gun was he using? What gun was he using?
It was. I'm sure it was like an AR or something.
Holy shit. Dude.
Oh, he's using an assault rifle. That's why I was thinking he was using a pistol.
Is that
like-
manslaughter or is that murder?
Well, that's
But
the
he
thing
didn't
is,
know.
so prefacing
That's
all this stuff.
self-defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, this
know.
is where it gets like wild.
Gray area.
Okay, so outside of doing all that, my dad was also doing like legit criminal shit. Like,
Yeah, obviously.
he was so the largest at the time. I don't know if it still is, but the largest armored truck robbery in the history of the United States. My dad did that shit
Out of Arizona?
out of the United States.
But was he in
Holy
Arizona?
It was in Arizona. So what happened was,
So he did that before this all happened?
yeah, he did a lot of shit. So this
Damn.
is why all this ended up fucking being a
Yeah,
thing.
That's where it is.
So he robbed this armored truck. It was like a Brinks truck or something. Well, they tracked this truck for weeks leading up until what happened. And they like marked times, all that shit, when they'd be here, when they'd be here, when they'd be here. What days there was 2 people, what day there's only 1 person. And they like planned it all out and picked the day that they knew there'd only be 1 person.
Dude, that's why he's been in jail all this time.
So what he did was
Smart guy.
he went to rob this truck, and it turned out the dude that was driving the truck, it was like his like 3rd or 4th week on the job, and he's only like 19 or 20.
Oh
But-
shit.
What happened to him?
They fucking walked up on him as soon as he opened the door, and as soon as he opened the door, they fucking shot him in the head.
Oh,
Who
Stole-
did? Who did?
whoa.
Your dad?
My dad
Your dad shot him in the head?
stole the truck, and there was like multiple like cameras from like banks and grocery stores of him driving. They didn't get like a clear picture or whatever, so they couldn't like prove it was
Holy
him.
fuck.
But he was already
Shit, he shot the guy in the fucking
Like
head?
this 18-year-old.
Whole life
It ended
wasted.
up being
Shit.
the
God damn.
largest like armored truck robbery.
So he's
That's
guilty
sad.
of doing that crime,
But they couldn't prove it. But they like knew it was him. But they couldn't prove it
but they never convicted him.
because what they did is they ended up tapping our phones at our house and shit, and
Dude,
listening
what
to
the
all.
fuck?
Because dude, it was one of those things like you couldn't just go randomly do this. This was like
Right,
planned
this
out.
is planned.
So they're like, maybe we can catch him doing other shit
Mm-hmm.
and make it like a full case because we can't prove it was him doing this. But maybe if we tap his phones and do all this other shit, we can prove
If
him
you're likely
doing
to
something
do that,
else
you're probably gonna you're likely
and
to
actually
do
put him in
something else.
jail for other things other than just this because we can't prove this for sure. So like they ended up tapping the phones at the house and all this shit, and ended up like my dad was like dealing.
Hey man, this is a really good story for the podcast.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
for
this is
real.
nuts.
We
Thank
should
you,
have like hyped
thank
this
you,
up way more.
Yeah, definitely.
But-
Thank you for sharing this on the
Yeah.
podcast.
I'm
Holy
fucking
fuck,
enthralled right now.
Yeah,
I
keep
feel like
going,
my- you
man.
look at my
Because
jaw
like
off the floor.
I was looking at time, like, you know what, this is worth it. So keep going, dude.
So basically, they like tapped our phones and all that shit and found out that he was like peddling like stolen social security numbers, like stealing people's identities and selling them to illegal immigrants, and like
Damn.
was doing a bunch of shit under the table. They had no idea about, but there was like they had like numbers and reports.
Which, by the way, that's the least of his concerns.
well, this is just I'm just saying. this
Peddling
is-
fake IDs, dude.
Yeah.
He just murdered a federal. That's
Well, this is the thing is like
Like a
it was like lots
18-year-old
of
kid.
random crimes that they could never figure out. That once they tapped our phones and all that, they're like, oh, dude, everything that's been going on, everything's leading back to
and
this
that's when
dude.
they arrested him after they tapped his phones.
No.
Oh
Okay.
fuck, man.
So they ended up catching his best friend, the dude that was with him that night, that all that stuff happened. They ended up catching him doing some like petty bullshit. But it was enough to like put you in jail for like 2-3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and basically told him like, hey, so
Made him flip.
made him flip basically. Like,
Yeah.
So we're gonna
Like,
put a
tell
wire.
him.
We're gonna put a wire on you, and every time you go to this dude's house, you're gonna have a wire on you, and
Oh,
you're gonna
fuck.
be collecting evidence and shit for us.
Hmm.
So
this is insane.
basically,
I've never heard of
Like,
this.
how does this
my
shit
dad
happen?
like caught on to that kind of shit, and they have a like record of it. He was at we lived at this apartment complex, and like he came to meet my dad to talk about whatever other bullshit they were planning. And when we were sitting on the bench, like before we left, like they talked about everything, and then my dad told him like, and just so you know, like I know you're fucking wearing a wire.
Oh fuck! How
And
do you know?
if you fucking snitch on me, I don't think he knew, but I think he had a feeling, so he was just like throwing it out there, like to see how he reacted to it. But he's like, just so you know, like if I fucking catch you doing some shit or like flipping on me or something, I'll fucking kill your whole family.
Oh my god!
Yeah. And if you
Your
think
your dad sounds like a very dangerous person.
yeah, dude, he was a crazy ass motherfucker. So basically, they were collecting all this shit on him, but they didn't like really have anything to like come after him for that was solid.
Like evidence to back
Yeah.
all the words.
So what ended up screwing him though was since that dude was always wearing a wire, they caught him talking about, hey, we're gonna bail this dude out. I know he's got drugs. I know he's got money. We're gonna fucking rob him. Like basically had him on wire saying like we're gonna fucking rob him. And we're gonna get our fucking money back.
And then the incident happened.
And
where
then
he
all that
killed-
stuff happened, so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have a felony in progress that turned into someone dying, which in Arizona, murder.
So he got charged with triple murder.
Triple murder.
And one was a kid.
One was a kid.
So that's why he's not seeing the light of day.
So is he in prison for life?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
got 3 life sentences, plus 99 years and something else.
Okay, so
Because
he's like in there
It
for
doesn't
life.
make any difference that they shot at him first. I mean, if you shoot at me from inside of a house,
Well, I mean,
I'm liable to shoot
but it
back
was in the
inside.
process of committing a felony because your plan was to rob them.
So where was your mom in all of
Fuck.
this? And you? Where were you
I
guys?
mean, he was a baby,
I
right?
was just like a little kid. My mom, she was with us,
Well,
taking care of
bitch, you should have
kids.
done more.
Holy shit! So your dad is in jail for life.
Yeah,
Where is he at right now? California?
Arizona.
Arizona?
Yeah.
So he's a lifer in Arizona.
Do you know which prison?
Like Maricopa? No, not
Have you talked to him?
No, I used to ride him.
the
Probably.
America prison? Prison of America?
I used to ride him
that
probably
thing?
like every couple months or so up until I was like 16 or 17.
When was the last time you talked to him?
He wrote me after my 18th birthday, but I never wrote him back.
Oh,
So
Oh,
I haven't talked to
shit.
him since. But
that's sad.
Wow.
That's
Holy
insane.
shit!
I never knew
But-
the full story. I just knew half of that.
so
That is insane.
one of
You don't
the
hear about that stuff.
you know the
So close to you.
the writer for Law and Order or whatever, Dick
Mhm.
Wolf.
Yeah.
He's wrote a book about him.
No fucking way.
Yeah. Because it was like it changed, dude. It changed like the landscaping of like bounty hunting and all that shit. Because now bounty hunters, you're not allowed to go into people's houses unless you physically see them with your own eyes inside of that house. Then a bounty hunter's allowed to go in. Up until that though, they still have to go through the same process as law enforcement. So like they have to get a warrant. They also have to have police with them. They're not allowed to just go kicking doors and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is how it should have been in the first place.
Because of what happened. So like they changed laws because of him, and but yeah, like the writer for Law
So if
and
you like
Order-
look this up, you could probably find him on the internet.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I read a little section of like the book or whatever, and I stopped reading it because it was like. I mean, like yeah, I get you could talk shit about my dad. He did a lot of fucked up shit, but like they were talking shit about my
That's your
mom in the book
dad.
and stuff. Like
Oh, that's not really cool.
a white trash, fucking Cinderella, same shit like that. Like yeah.
What?
Ew.
Really?
Yeah. Because we lived in a trailer park.
Damn,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
People are scums.
Alright, well, let's move on to a brighter topic.
that was
'cause-
nuts, man.
That's a great story.
That
though.
was
I mean,
really, honestly, that was
It's
a fucking
so
amazing
weird
story.
knowing that
That's
though, because
crazy
you're
to know.
so not
You're
violent.
not that.
Yeah, he's not that at all.
Well, that's
You're
the thing
like
is, I feel like
so opposite of that.
I feel like honestly though, like I feel like if my dad were to like have not gone to jail or anything like that, like would have been in my life, like my whole life, I'd probably be a different person. Just because
Yeah.
like I said when I was telling you earlier, like I do remember some stuff about my dad. Like none of it was good,
Right.
and that was all.
So
and I was
it's
only
it's a good thing that he's.
yeah, and I was only like 3 years old.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
it's a good thing that you don't remember
But
much
the
about
stuff,
him.
the stuff that I do remember is like super fucked up. Like so, I can only imagine like having to go my whole life.
knowing this dude.
Growing up, dealing with more and more and more and more situations for stuff like that.
Jesus.
Like it probably would have changed a
Did you
lot.
get, is that a new tattoo?
No, I've had this
That's
one.
old as fuck.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
newest.
I
That's
just
my
saw
newest
it,
one.
yeah.
I got that after my daughter was born, and I got that.
Well, I guess I'm just a fucking total idiot. I thought you had some new ass tattoos.
No, I just take care of them so they look new.
Yeah, I guess you do, man. Because that
Yo,
shit
yeah,
looks
lotion.
new as can be.
You got lotion.
Lotion.
Yeah.
Lotion.
Well, thanks
we
for
got
sharing that
moisturizer.
story, dude.
Man, that
was
is crazy.
So
So
fucking
when did you find,
nuts.
like, did your mom just recently tell you about the rest of that?
So
That's crazy.
not like recent, but like I knew everything that happened with my dad. Like my whole life. When I was like 7 or 8, my mom kind of like explained it, like.
Yeah.
Cause we were kids. We asked about like, hey, where's Dad? What's going on with Dad? When she finally explained everything, though, I was like 7 or 8. And she was just like, dude, you're never gonna see him. Like he killed people. Like you're never gonna see him.
3 or 4 people. Oh my
And
god.
one of them a kid. Ooh.
But when I turned
yeah.
like 17-ish, I kind of like got curious and I just like kind of started looking things up on my own. And like I read about like the armored van and all that stuff. And I brought it up to my mom, and she was like, "All right, well,
That's your
this
dad.
is what happened. Like, this is who your dad is." Like,
If you really want to know, here is it.
Here's the
Yeah,
song.
Because,
like,
like-
you can find him.
like I wrote him a lot, but like I'd ask my mom, like, "Do you write Dad?" And she'd be like, "No, I don't fucking write Dad." But I could never understand like why. But after like that's why I started looking things up, and then she explained to me like, "Yeah, that's why I don't fucking talk to him. He's a fucking piece of shit."
How long is Uriah? Just like Uriah know, obviously.
Yeah, Uriah knows. Uriah's a lot more. Uriah was like my dad's favorite. So,
Yeah.
like he was a lot more messed up by all that. Like he ended up moving.
Are you the oldest?
No, I'm the
No,
youngest.
You're the youngest.
Or no,
Okay.
I'm
he's
the
the
youngest.
yeah,
I'm the baby.
Wow. Okay.
Laz,
Like,
Uriah, and
just like me.
And like my sister, she's the second oldest, and like she was probably like 7 or 8 when all that stuff happened. So she remembers like all of it.
Yeah.
Wait, who's older, Uriah or Danielle?
You're right. Or no, Danielle.
Danielle's older.
Danielle.
So Laz, Danielle.
Laz
Uriah.
is the oldest.
So that is
Right.
old enough to like really remember things, whereas you were like the baby, so you only
Yeah.
have a couple memories.
Which like when I was growing up, but like a lot of the time I thought like, oh man, it sucks. Like I wish.
Dude, you should go visit him in prison.
No.
Why not?
Yeah, no.
Really?
Yeah, for obvious
I
reasons.
would not do that.
I mean, I would just like to go to
I
the
have
federal
nothing-
penitentiary
I
and
have-
just see what the fuck it's like on the inside.
Honestly.
I've
I
walked
am-
around a jail before. It's nuts.
I have
I've
nothing
been to
else.
jail.
I have nothing else to gain
You
from
have?
Not officially, no. I don't know why I said that.
I
I've been
haven't-
to a holding cell in Tiffin, Ohio.
And a
Not
small
jail.
ass town, that means nothing.
Yeah. Way
Yeah,
different.
I have nothing to gain from like.
Yeah, you really
You
don't.
know,
I don't
so-
blame you, dude. I really don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go either.
What did we write down? I just want to know out of curiosity. Just
I
kind
can
of change
tell.
subject because this shit's very somber and sad.
No, it's
So-
not, dude. That's a great
it's
story.
a great story, but like it is sad. Like that's just I mean
That's insane.
facts.
So I can tell you exactly what we wrote down, but I'm not sure it's really going to translate into this moment.
We'll just write it. Just say it, dude.
So, tremendously in-debt treasure hunter who
Yes,
lies,
I remember
who
this.
lies about success and really sleeps in his Porsche.
It was a guy who speaks in a fake British accent, dude.
Yeah.
So he'd walk around, right? He'd talk like this. He'd say,
Talk
"Hey,
like this.
can I
Talk
get
like
some
this.
money? I'm low on me pence. I don't got many pounds in me name, so I need some money. Can you pay me some money, maybe? I'm a treasure hunter, but for right now, I can't catch me flight to Egypt."
No, dude,
Because
it's the exact opposite. of
It's the
that.
exact opposite. He just makes up his.
I
he's
remember
a-
that shit.
He just makes
No,
up
it
a
was-
whole bunch
it was
of
the dude.
stories.
This
No,
no.
I'm confused.
can't.
Is this somebody you ran into?
No, this is totally made up. He just acts like he's totally rich as fuck, but he constantly scams people out of money from them. And he's
Like pocket change? Like,
yeah, pocket
yeah.
change or whatever.
I'm
He
hungry.
pretends like he's a successful treasure hunter, but
Yeah.
he sleeps in his Porsche, the
Yeah.
Porsche that he bought to impress people, and,
God.
and fool like he's an actual
He bought
successful
a
treasure hunter.
911 Porsche, and he drives around on a bitch all day, and he acts like he's filthy rich, but he's really poor, and he asks people for money all the time, but he acts like he's not really asking. He needs
Like,
to
he
break up some money or
It's
some
like
shit.
an
Right.
investment.
Yeah, it's an investment for like he's like, I'm about to go treasure hunting on Saturday. I'm about to go right to Egypt. And I'm gonna find myself a beautiful.
He's like, Ron, you
palace
see this
ride.
Porsche out here? How do you think I bought that Porsche? But he really sleeps in it. He
Yeah.
has no other assets.
got Porsche.
He's a homeless treasure hunter. And he
Where
just
did you
acts
find
like
this?
this is something we
We just thought of.
Oh
We
wait,
just
it's something
sit-
you thought of?
Yeah, right
So
after we
dumb.
ended the podcast, we just started
Shit.
talking about.
Are you
it.
gonna like do this? You should.
It's a
Act
TV.
like I'm
it's a
a
good
a
TV.
You're gonna go buy a
successful
Porsche.
treasure
Sell
hunter.
all of your shit. Sell all of your shit. Buy a Porsche and go
Act
travel.
like I'm
Oh,
successful.
Buy
Oh,
a-
my-
but-
my-
yeah,
my-
act
my-
like-
treasure hunter.
My brother and
Oh,
I.
I'm a
hunter.
treasure hunter and I'm like millions of dollars a year. What the fuck you
Boy,
did?
those Mayan riches ain't gonna find themselves. And I'll tell you what, if you give me $10,000,
I'll drive me Porsche down to Argentina.
I'll find that Mayan treasure for you, and I'll make you a millionaire. But he never comes back. He just steals the $10,000.
He just steals your money. That's like all the
Everybody
joke
knows
was.
he's a fake treasure hunter. He sleeps in his car. He cries himself to sleep every night because he's broke. He's not successful.
He
in
goes
treasure
to the
hunting.
same spots every fucking day, and they're like, "Dude, we know you're not rich. Like, we know you're homeless."
Watches
Like,
those every night. He cries when his Porsche watching those like get rich
rich
quick
quick
like
scenes.
motivational speeches.
It's all about the effort. He's just watching it in his
he's
Porsche.
bawling his eyes out.
He watches those Nick Cage
He's
movies.
right beside like a
National
fucking.
Don't
Treasure.
judge Nick Cage, okay?
One of these
Those
days
are my
it's gonna be
fucking
me.
favorite movies.
Dude, have you watched Mandy with Nick Cage?
No,
The
but I
one
want to
where-
now that I
with
know.
the
He's in it.
girl, where
Yeah.
he's like constantly like, fighting for a chick.
Dude, yeah. Okay,
Where
so
it's
he's
bloody as hell.
like, dude, it's
Wait,
brutal.
what?
He
It's
watches,
mega brutal.
dude, he watches his wife get burned alive in front of him.
All right, good start. Continue.
I'm just that's
Hold up,
just
hold
that's
up,
just
hold
like the
Can you imagine?
lowest of it.
Let's
Can
keep
you imagine?
let's keep our podcast professionalism to a max. Can Tim and Caleb please scoot up a little bit so the mic picks them up a little bit better?
We are literally an
fucker,
hour
she's the
deep.
real pro.
It
I
doesn't
know.
matter at this point.
It really does.
We're an hour deep, dude.
No.
Go ahead and click that message off. Let's see how far we are.
Well, I know. We're 41 minutes in.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. We're 41 minutes in. Why are we shifting positions, man? Like, we're good.
I'm just saying, like, you know, you always want to talk to the mic.
Move the microphone, if anything else. There you go. Jamie,
Jamie, can you
Jamie,
move
move
that
the
microphone?
microphone up.
Thanks, Jamie.
Jamie, enhance on Jess's boobs.
Young Jamie.
Jamie, enhance.
Jamie, never mind that one. I don't want to see that. I'm gay.
We all know that.
By damn gay as comes.
So, Caleb, how long have you been gay?
Never.
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 Never. I've
Never
been
once have I
gay.
looked at a dick and been like,
I want that.
I
Oh my
wonder what that
God.
feels like.
Oh,
I
God.
wonder
We
what
actually,
that feels like.
we recently sat down and talked about the old. I'm just gonna say the first names.
Don't
and you're
use
gonna
the
know
first
exactly what
names.
I'm talking about.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
We recently sat down and talked about the old Jesse and Alex saga from back in the day.
Dude, I didn't believe
See?
that.
See? It's
I
real.
was shocked
Shit.
to my. Does Brendan know this?
No, I don't think so.
No,
Dude,
so
I
this
was shook to my core, man.
Look,
Good-
we'll make the story really quick.
amazing
I'm gonna tell the story
pub-
really fast.
Amazing podcast
So
subject.
back when you're in
think
eighth,
about it.
ninth grade, when you're a guy, I guess for some people it's normal for one to pay other people to make them suck somebody else's dick.
In video games.
Mind you, someone
So,
recently said that was a normal
for video
thing.
games.
Paid in video games.
Said that was normal.
I don't know how normal that is. I've never even
That's not normal.
contemplated something
No.
like that.
I don't feel like that was normal.
But let's
Anyways,
just
but-
say around
Oh
2005 or so,
I
when
just finally put this in my head together. That's two dudes' names, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking Jesse's a girl this whole time,
So
so,
look-
I'm like,
so look,
how
I'll tell
does
you
a
the whole
girl
story.
get paid in video games?
So look, around 05 when San Andreas came out, and you guys remember Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, right?
Yeah, that shit. I mean,
Okay,
obviously
right,
that
okay.
was the best of the best. That was a cream of the crop
So we'll just say some dick was sucked
by another human being,
by another
a male
person,
It was
by another male,
a
right?
male, yeah, two males.
A
sucking
dick
dick.
was sucked for said San Andreas game
with another male
God.
watching.
with a third male watching. The third male bet that they wouldn't do it or something. I still don't even know the exact story.
Something's fucked up there.
See, I think
They were
in
all
that
in on it.
All I
case,
know is
all
guys
three
were sucking guys.
individuals are gay
Yeah.
as gay comes.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah, for sure.
That
dude.
is what I
I
said.
would
I'm
never
like,
bet
there's no
my
way.
buddy. Oh, dude, I bet you won't suck his dick. right
Bet
in
you
front
can't
of me.
kiss me on the lips.
And
Dude,
if
I
you
bet you
watch
won't
it-
suck his cock and wait till he comes into your mouth and swallow it.
Dude, horrible
I bet you
circumstance.
Fucking fat.
Like, I'm
I
sorry,
mean, like,
but absolutely
All
fucking
three
not.
of
And then
these
you
guys
watch
are
it,
like straight males.
They probably have kids.
As far as I know.
Yeah, but they
I know one of them
definitely-
has kids.
Well, they get pegged every now and then. Let's just say that. They say,
Dude, I
"Hey,
honestly
baby
doubt
girl,
it, man.
can you put that in my butt? Can you put like a thumb in my butt? Can you
Maybe
put my
they
asshole?"
really were just like fucked. Like something weird had to have gone down.
I don't know what
No,
that
if it
was.
wasn't
no,
true?
no, Jess, no.
What if it wasn't true?
They're
though?
gay.
If it wasn't true,
Yeah,
you
like-
heard no, absolutely not. It was 100% true.
You know, no.
It was 100% true. I
no
heard
one
it
comes up
verified
with, like,
time and time again.
They sucked
and
the
the people
whole
that were
dick.
involved never denied it. Because they used to get made fun of for it all the time. The people that were involved never denied it.
Holy
See, you suck a dick,
shit.
you suck a dick. I mean, and there's no other way of putting it.
There's-
but they're gay.
I know if I would look at you
or
and be like, "I'll give you
super
$10,000 to like suck this guy's dick," you'd say, "Absolutely fucking not."
No, there's never been a point in my life where I was interested in that.
bi. Would you ever want
Like-
to suck a dick?
Oh, it's over here.
No. Never once in my life was I thought that was a plausible idea.
Or say,
Yes, it-
"I'll bet you won't suck his dick." Like,
Dude, I 100% bet you won't suck my dick right
Very
now.
weird for everybody
Right now, I
involved.
bet.
Oh, you bet I won't? Oh, fuck. All right.
I guess I will.
You
challenged me.
I guess I will. Alright.
oh my god!
The fuck are you doing, dog? You're
Oh,
gay
God,
as gay
dude.
gums.
Oh, you owe me money now.
No, I promise I'm not gay.
Dude, with cum dripping out of his fucking mouth, he's saying, "You owe me $100, bro.
It wasn't even
You owe me
that much.
$100, bro.
It's
You
far
owe me
less than that.
$100, bro."
You owe me that San Andreas.
You owe me.
You bet me.
Oh, now you gotta let me play Grand Theft Auto. It's like, dude, whoa. This is not normal.
Then he
Nah,
really
man.
sucked his dick. Alright,
I'm
yeah,
glad you
that's some
remember
gay
that
That was a
shit.
crazy story.
Well, look, on that note.
Dude,
There's a
hold
dude,
up.
I feel like there's been a
I
lot
got
of...
one more thing to say about some like girls doing weird shit.
piss.
I remember my friend fucking Mia told me a story about this other girl. I'm not gonna say her name because this is probably embarrassing for her. But she's a lesbian now. And
now?
yeah, now she's a lesbian. But clearly, when she was younger, she clearly had those feelings. She was in like 8th grade, right? And she pissed in a cup in front of her friends.
Why?
She had to go pee, but she didn't want to pee outside, and apparently both of the bathrooms were filled. So she pissed in front of her 2 friends, who were both obviously girls, to their Sunday night. And then they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" They're like,
Oh, just being
Yeah,
quirky.
Ian
they're
peeing
just
in a
like,
cup.
"I'm just being quirky. I'm just being myself." And
Why would anyone want to see that?
Oh, just being
I'm
silly.
Peeing in a cup? Yeah. Are you turned
what
on?
the
Like,
fuck? Like, are you wet? Are you wet as fuck right now? Because I'm
pissing.
pissing. Like, dude, I remember getting told that story, and I was and the weirdest shit was I was in a pool with this girl trying to fuck her, and I was like,
The girl who pissed in the cup.
and she tells me a story about her friend pissing in the cup, and her friend was coming over, and I go, "What?" And I'm just like, "Wait,
Don't judge your shit.
backtrack a little bit. The girl's coming over still, but she pissed in a cup, like, in front of you guys. Like, she just dropped her shit and just started pissing. She's like, "Yeah, basically." And I'm like,
Like,
imagine if a guy
Wow.
did that to you. Like, Tim, like, comes out here and is like, "Oh, I
Hey,
have to
man,
piss
I
right
gotta-
now. I'm gonna piss. You guys like that? Like, I'm gonna piss in this guy." Like,
just whips his
you'd
dick
be
out
like-
and starts pissing.
you'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I feel like,
Maybe-
dude, what you're gay. You're gay, first of all, and second of all,
Whipping your dick out.
I want to fight you, kind of. Like, that's so. In guys'
You whip your
minds,
dick
if,
out, we
like,
gotta
you
throw
whip-
hands.
we gotta throw
Right.
hands. Like, dude, that shit, I don't like that. If you whip your cock out in front of me, we gotta throw
We got
hands.
an issue.
We have a serious problem because either you're sending the way wrong messages my way.
I'd have a lot of questions.
Wow. Why was she pissing in the cup in the first
That's
place?
what I'm
Why
saying.
didn't she go
Why
out
would
to
she
the
not go outside?
bathroom or outside? She was
That's
afraid
what
of
I've
the
done.
dark.
If I've been
like,
at a
what the
party
fuck?
and I like need to piss and there's no bathroom, I would just go outside like really.
You
like,
don't
right
gotta tell me
alley.
that.
I hope you guys don't mind him a piss in this cup in front of you.
I would never be like, "I'm gonna piss in this cup. You like that? Is this amusing to you?" I'd be like,
Hey, you want to scissor me? Because I'm pissing in this cup? Oh, dude, I got a big ass hole in my jeans. Jess, why are you looking?
"Oh, well, you
Caleb.
just pointed it out."
Caleb,
I
got a hole in my jeans, bro.
don't
Wait,
see
I'm
it.
looking at this thing. Are these like your thoughts of like what you guys want to do for the podcast?
They're not his thoughts. They're his thoughts.
Like, only guy to bring
THOTS.
pistol to space because his paranoid. He's paranoid. This is the worst handwriting I've ever seen in my life.
The guy gets shot. Gets shot out of space. He's on unpacking his clothes in front of his crew members. He pulls out a Glock, doesn't say a word, just sets it on the table. Whoa, Steve. Why'd you bring a gun to outer space?
You see,
Karen,
we're right.
you never
we're
know what's
talking
gonna happen
about
out
it.
here, okay?
It's always after podcast, so we have the best ideas. We write them down for the later podcast, but we never talk about them. And that's one of them. That guy's so paranoid about like aliens or one of his crewmates betraying him, throwing him out of space without anything. Like throw him in an airlock and saying, "Later, bitch." Like no one's gonna find your ass.
Oh my god, that's
And-
terrifying.
See, exactly. So he brings a gun to protect himself.
How did you get a pistol on this aircraft?
No one.
Nobody searches the astronauts.
We were talking about, dude. No one. Who's gonna arrest you? Who?
Nobody.
What
You
government?
gonna
can
do?
pull, you
What
can pull a pistol
government-
out in space, and all of a sudden you're running the whole
You're
space
right.
station, baby.
Yeah, no one's gonna contest you, dude. You run the whole fucking
Oh
place.
fuck yeah.
And what law?
Everybody back! Jesus Christ! You brought a pistol with you? What the
And
fuck?
dear God,
Exactly.
tell me what laws are you breaking? I'm in
any.
space, motherfucker.
You're breaking international space law right now.
What? Who's gonna? Are you gonna come up here and arrest me? I dare you.
Space law.
I'll shoot one of these
Oh,
fuckers.
fuck, dude.
According to ISL 334,
Oh my God.
you should not be bringing a Glock on the space station.
If I was pointing a pistol at a group of people and somebody stepped up and was like, "You're breaking law 1113 of international," before they even got their sentence, I would fucking put a bullet through their head. And I would be like, "Does
You got
anybody else want to be a
6 to
fucking
go,
Boy
brother."
Scout?"
Yeah.
I don't see any cops that you can call, so there is no fucking
You better
law.
settle down, cowboy.
Here's a weird question though.
You're
What
in
about
violation of
service?
space law 1113.
You see that brake matter floating around?
Alright, so anybody else want to be a fucking
if you shoot a
brain
gun
guy?
in space though, would it work like it would? It
I
wouldn't.
mean, it'd probably explode an entire space.
that
That's
bullet-
not the point, dude.
The bullet's going fast enough. It's gonna hit your head and it's gonna go through.
That's the whole
That's all
joke.
that
You're
matters.
dumb
It's
enough to
gonna
bring
go
a
through or
fucking
it's gonna make you
pistol.
bleed a lot. You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
You know, the thing is, do you think the astronauts know what the fuck how the pistol will work in space?
No.
Yeah, they do.
For sure.
Of course they do, you dumb fuck.
Listen,
I'm
one.
with him.
I bring a
You
harpoon.
don't think NASA
Alright,
knows
guess
what
what? I bring a
explosions are?
harpoon gun. Or like, no, a pistol will work
A
fine.
bow and arrow.
Yeah,
Oh my
bow and
God.
arrow. So you're guaranteed
Pull out a
like
knife.
some force.
Yeah.
Fuck, do you have a switchblade on you? I don't trust you motherfuckers as far as I can throw you. Why did you come to space?
So I can kill you without you and get away with it.
Now I'm just picturing a dude floating around with a fucking bow and arrow, just
I
like,
know.
make a move.
None of you fuckers move.
Just slightly kicks himself off the wall. Yeah, I'm still watching you.
What the fuck?
Don't you move, motherfucker.
The bow
Dude,
and
what the fuck
arrow.
else have we got in here that we wrote down?
Honestly, we got some
And I was
crazy.
starting to read those, and that's fucking funny. I can't read your handwriting. It's really rough.
Writes like a 5-year-old.
What does that say? Awesome. What does that say?
That's my thing.
Can't wait for nap time in school tomorrow. Mom, better pack my fruit snacks.
I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Oh, better have Uncrustable up in there.
Dude, I swear, like, we would get our lunches packed, like, and if depending on who it was, like, you would either get, like, one
Cool.
apple, or if it was mom, like, if dad packed our lunches, he would just be like, here's an apple, figure out the rest.
Oh my
Figure
god.
out the rest,
You better
bitch.
hustle some lunch money while you're in class today.
He's with a note that says, I don't know, trade it for something. And then mom would always be like, she'd always give us like ham sandwiches and like Lay's chips and like
Cut the
you know,
crust off.
snacks inside,
Yeah,
you
a
know?
whole bunch of shit.
Dude, but dad, if it was dad, at least I could like try to like trick him into giving me some like lunch money because we never got lunch money. You know, we always had to pack our lunch. I always hated packing my lunch because the food that you could buy was always so much better. You know.
Fuck no.
yeah.
I always pack a
Dude,
for
in
a
our school,
reason.
in the high school, you had like buffet style.
Really?
You could walk in and be like,
Oh, ours
yeah,
was sick.
I'll take some spaghetti, but you know what? There's also some stromboli over here, so I'll go ahead and take that
I
as
get
well.
both, motherfucker.
No, our school lunch was
Plus, it
shit.
would let us
man.
leave, so we would fucking leave. You know,
Small
like, would
town. I
never-
mean, the smaller the town, like
Kids
the more
got free lunch
Jews.
though.
I got
Kids
free
got
lunch.
yeah, I got free lunch as well.
I was poor as shit. I got free lunch.
I got free lunch. I
Most
grabbed
of the
that
kids
free
at my school
lunch
got
and
free
then
lunch.
I go buy lunch. Because I
if
wasn't
you-
really broke. Just my sister was, so.
Yeah, well, dude,
I
mom was
kinda-
like,
I
You-
Mom,
I
never
kind of
ate
abused
school lunch.
that
It was
stuff.
disgusting. My parents
oh,
made me
dude, I
like,
used to fuck with school lunch so hard, man.
fuck that,
Oh my
man.
God, I used to
At least
fuck with
mine.
school.
Mine
I'd
was
eat
sick.
that. I'd
We
We
eat
also
Mine
had
was
no,
good.
we also had
I'd
no
go
air
home and get
conditioning
high.
with 2,000 kids inside.
We had no air
Still,
conditioning.
still no AC up in that bitch.
Really?
They're building a new fucking
Ours are
elementary
building a new
school.
school too. We just
They
got our
just-
elementary schools built and like now
There's
it's
no
high
AC.
school.
I mean, there's AC in
Non-Columbian.
specific classrooms.
Dude, I remember
That's
the dude.
Imagine
Okay.
that with 2,000 kids though.
The first
That was
day of
awful.
school,
That's
you
not what
always
we had.
first day of school, you always come out like all swagged out in your new clothes. And you
Just
sit,
sweat
like by
through it.
third period, you're just like,
You
just like
sweat.
Awful.
drenched in sweat.
Dude, I come swagged out every single day, and I'd be
like, bro, I'm wearing
sweating
100%
all
cotton,
the
nice
time.
t-shirt. I'm fucking sweating. You
I
got
remember-
your nice khakis on. We got butt sweat from sweat.
Going off, I have a question for the boys in this room, which is all of you besides me. When did you guys really start caring about your clothing going to school? Like, what age do you think you really started being like, you know what?
Fucking
Okay, Mom, I'm
7.
gonna go school shopping with you because
Dude.
I need to get some fresh
7.
clothes.
I
Yeah.
was 7 years old.
So, dude,
No,
my
I
mom.
wasn't 7. I was probably in like 8th freshman year.
I was 7. Dude, remember, I used to wear tuxedos to fucking school.
You
Aw,
were fucking.
you
He's not
would.
lying, bro.
You would.
He's not
Dude,
lying.
I wore tuxes to
This
school.
motherfucker wear a suit and tie, dude. to work, to school, dude. But he was like 5, so it was really
This is your
cute.
first.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard
I
in
don't
my
give a
life.
It's really cute.
Dude, I'm swagged out
That's so
24/7,
fucking
dude.
cute.
My whole
You
life.
wake up as a 6-year-old like, where the fuck my suit at, bitch?
Mom, my dress is not
Mom.
pressed and clean.
Mom would be like, Brandon, you can't wear your suit today. You've worn it 4 days.
That's
Bitch, shut
so
the fuck up.
cute.
Get my suit ironed right now.
Mother, why are there creases in my button up?
I,
That's the cutest thing I've
I
ever
wear
heard.
that shit all the time. I honestly, like, I don't
How am I
dress
supposed to nail this interview?
I
I have
bought-
creases in my button.
Yeah,
How am I supposed to learn what 2 + 2 is
You
if I
remember
can't
when I
have my
bought
suit
that
on?
leather jacket? I bought a leather jacket for Christmas, and I wore
Yeah.
that motherfucker all the time.
Mhm.
I was swagged out since the day I came out, dude. I did not give a fuck. I was
Wearing a
always
fucking bow
dressed to
tie out the
impress.
womb. Like,
Nah,
holy
dude, you
shit.
just were like, look, I'm gonna wear this to school. I don't give a
That's
fuck.
fucking
What
I've been,
would you
adorable.
say?
been swagged out since
We're gonna eat
01.
I was always curious when guys started like being like, oh shit, I need to start wearing some
It really,
cool
it
stuff.
depends, man. Like, shit, I stopped wearing Axe as soon as I smelled it. Like, I never wore Axe.
Oh my
I
god, when
always
guys were
bought-
acts at my school, they would spray the whole fucking hallway and you'd be like,
Dude,
Holy
you
shit.
fucking,
I think I
it's
realized
like walking
the
through
importance
mustard
of clothes,
gas.
like right around middle school, when like if you're not wearing Hollister or fucking American Eagle, like then
Dude, I used to get
you're
ragged.
nothing. You're not cool.
I used to
You're
get
a
ragged
bitch
on
boy.
so hard because I had like
You're a
5
bitch
t-shirts.
boy.
Like from probably 8th grade to like 10th grade until I got my own job. and
Dude,
started buying
I'm
my own
running
clothes.
out of clothes.
Dude, I had 5 fucking shirts. I get shit from people I walk
I'm
in.
realizing-
Which is one
What-
shirt every day
Yeah,
of goddamn
yeah,
school
yeah,
week.
dude.
So what the fuck is their problem? I have no idea. Like I'm wearing a different shirt every fucking
Dude,
day.
laundry day hit on a Wednesday. What do you want me to do? Like,
I'm not sure who would have
I only
fucking
have so many
uniforms.
American Eagle t-shirts. Goddamn it.
I gotta go to the
I wish
store and
I would
buy
have
some
uniforms.
jeans.
I rather
Uniforms
have
are
fucking
so much
uniforms.
easier.
No one fucking knows, and then you don't have to worry. Then you can wear your cool shit on the weekends, and you
Yeah.
can space
Your
out the
cool
5
shit on
shirts.
the weekends.
Then you can space out the 5 shirts.
The thing is, too, you
5
can
fucking
swag
weekends.
out your
5
fucking
fucking
uniforms,
weekends.
bro. You can make your uniform unique by
Yeah,
adding like some
I
cool
would
ass
have rather
shit to
had
it.
uniforms. I would have. Oh, what am I gonna wear today? I gotta like. What
Dude,
the
do you
fuck do we even
remember-
care?
You remember when people wore the double collar?
You
You're
know what?
kidding.
No
I
way.
never,
What
I
the
never did
fuck
that
is
gay
that?
shit once in my life.
Dude, I gave Josh Lander so much shit.
I was just thinking exactly.
Because he
what-
would wear,
double
he'd wear
collar.
okay, so like the 3 button
Yeah,
with the collar.
yeah.
Like the
He'd wear
polo
2 of
shirt.
those.
He'd wear 2 of those.
What the
Pop
fuck is
both
that?
the collars.
Damn.
Bro, that was a
He's
thing. Dude,
that
that was a thing.
cool.
You're kidding.
I swear to God,
See,
8th grade, 9th
I've never
grade,
seen
was
that in
a
my
thing.
life.
That
When
was a
I'm
thing.
in,
Never
when I'm
done
at
that once in
work,
my life.
my collar and my jacket's popped.
Imagine
I'm
that.
cool.
Imagine 2 of these.
I'm that cool.
Bottom one buttoned, top one unbuttoned, both
Look at it.
collars popped.
I'm that cool.
Oh.
And
no.
one was pink and one was blue.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I remember that kind of fucking
That
phase,
is
dude.
so wrong.
You don't
I've
got-
never seen that in my life.
You got the
weird, I
Hollister
remember
Seagull
that.
on your shirt? No, you don't.
Bitch,
You're
Low
like, shit.
get
class.
off my
Low
class.
class.
It was crazy.
Dude,
It was
Hollister,
not- yeah.
Abercrombie, those were so huge.
I used to wear like Starter. Like I didn't even have Nike. I would wear Starter and like
Yeah,
Champion.
dude.
You know.
I straight Walmart clothes.
Dude, I've always been swagged out. I had these jeans for years, and I still wear them. I gotta go buy jeans. I don't have sizes.
I feel like guys don't go
fit me
shopping
anymore.
though. Guys do not go shopping.
It's a waste of money.
I remember one time
These last
Dylan
too
and
long
Josh made
until
fun of
they
me because
fucking
my
rip my
arms were too
crotch.
hairy. I'm like, you guys aren't even fucking men. You're making like they were like, dude, you should shave your arms. Like, wait a second, you're getting
Ew.
this all confused.
Ew,
You're all
I don't
confused, brother.
like that.
I'm not
I don't
shaving
get a
my
tattoo,
arms.
'cause
I got the
Evan has
same
tattoos.
type of shit because my chest was too hairy. Whenever like we're
Dude,
playing
it's like that's
football
how men
or whatever,
are. Looking back
and
on
I
it, I
take
just
off
feel
my
like that's,
shit.
that's a fucking man that you're talking
I'm like,
about.
I'm not shaving my chest hair. I'm like, what?
Why do girls have to shave?
Hey,
Because
nobody
you're a
says-
girl.
nobody
I
says you
like
have
a
to.
girl
Shut up,
to be
bitch.
nice. Yeah.
Let's bring some feminism in here.
Well,
Why do
no,
girls have to
I'm
shave
saying-
their fucking legs?
Shut up,
No,
bitch.
I
Shave
like a
your
girl to
arms.
be nice. I like a girl to be nice and smooth. So I'm like, you know, like I don't want
I
hair.
thought of that clip of The Rock from WCW.
Why not?
He's like, shut up,
I'm
bitch.
gonna grow out my legs.
No, your arm hair. I don't give a fuck about your
Oh, arm hair, no, but like,
Armpit
Since
hair
fucking
and
when
armpit
does-
hair.
yeah, but
negative.
if you guys, if
Chest
girls
hair,
never did that,
what the fuck?
chest hair, if girls chest hair, that's a little different.
Yeah,
but,
that's what I'm saying. I had too much chest
but
hair. And people
listen,
made fun of me. for it. I
whoever
like
started that shit, like you guys would not know differently if it was never a thing. If girls never did that to begin with. So
Yeah, and I
wanna go
wouldn't
back to
know
that time.
different if I was blind. But like that doesn't mean shit, dude. Like that's how I see the world right now
doesn't make
because
it right.
this is the way I live.
But
Like,
what
this
if
is
what
how
if one day
humanity
it
is.
turns and girls have to
Well,
let
then
their
I
arm hair
hopefully
grow,
will be dead.
armpit hair grow,
Because
their legs
quite
hair
frankly,
grow.
that sounds like shit.
Hopefully we'll be dead. You'd rather die than see girls just grow their arms.
At one point in time,
Girls,
someone
their
was like,
armpit
you know what?
hair,
I'm gonna
their
rip
leg
off all the
hair,
hair
and
on
their
my body.
fucking pussy hair, everything.
I think
their
where it
assholes
started-
are hairy, dude. I don't want some Cardi B bitch with some dirty asshole.
Yeah, I don't either.
Fucking like, come on.
Does she have a
Shit,
dirty
like-
ass?
You're damn right she does. Cardi B's got a dirty asshole, you can bet it.
You can put money on it.
Quavo can
Just
shave that
imagine
shit
the dude
for
being
her,
like,
but it
hey,
don't
the books
matter.
are in.
Dude, you know she has a hairy ass.
The
Like,
books
dude,
are in.
yeah.
Man. Put the money on it. I got a check. Cardi's
You guys should shave your asses then.
I
do
do
shave my ass,
occasionally.
Missy.
No, you don't.
Occasionally, I do. Sometimes
Bro.
it gets too long, and sometimes when I have diarrhea, my asshole filters it. My ass hair filters it so much it comes out as clear water.
Fucking
What?
stop it.
Explain that science to me.
I got so much ass hair, my fucking diarrhea comes out as clear
A
water.
filter.
It comes out purified.
My asshole hair
H2O.
catches all the particles and it just comes out
Drinkable?
clear
Oh.
water.
That's
You
fucking
just shit into a
nasty.
solo cup. Trust me, brother, you can drink this.
My Dingleberry
No.
Forest caught all of
Yeah,
it.
we shave.
Oh, I've seen an actual dingleberry once. It was
We
wrong.
shave our
Hold
assholes
on, wait,
for
time out.
like occasion.
Hold on.
It's not like
You
we
saw
do that every other
you
week.
saw with your own two eyes.
I saw with
Yeah,
my own
wait,
two eyes.
wait, yeah, I didn't even realize
Listen,
that.
in
You
college,
were at eye level with the Dingleberries.
swear on my life, and it's not what you think. I was at a
Okay, so far I'm thinking you're eating somebody's ass. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
No!
You're about to go in for the clean drive.
Ew! I've never eaten someone's ass.
How did you get eye level
So
with the
how did
So
you
listen.
Yeah, what happened?
So I'm
Not
sitting at a bar
lost.
in college in Athens, Ohio.
You saw it at a bar.
I saw it at a bar. Listen, this is how.
You're
this is why
dirty,
it's like,
Jess.
oh my god, no.
God damn.
So-
Sitting at a
There's
bar.
this guy, he's so fucked up, and I won't mention his name, we'll call him Bill. So Bill's like fucked up, walking around this whole bar, and everyone knows Bill is this crazy. He's like this big fucking hairy man. Listen, and he starts
His asshole
he starts going, you know what, I'm gonna fucking
Sir, put your asshole away.
noon everyone. So he puts down his ass, spreads his cheek, and I swear to God, the size of a fucking quarter. There was a fucking dingleberry in his
Christ,
asshole.
baby, stop.
And I saw it because I'm sitting there like a normal fucking person. I see the dingleberry in my face.
I'll take
And so did the
That
rest
is
of the bar.
disgusting.
So yes, I have seen a dingleberry. It was not because I was
That's
going
all
in for it.
That's all full detail.
It was sick. It was like matted into the hair. It was, everyone was like,
Oh no, dude.
I think I have a picture of it because he kept mooning people all night. Wait, let me try to find this.
Don't try to find them. It's not
Stop,
right fucking
stop,
there.
stop.
You guys don't
Don't
want to see
try
that
to
hairy
find
ass?
I have been drinking. I am not trying to fucking puke, man.
Look, you know what? That's a perfect story.
to probably end this on. Do you agree?
I mean, I agree. I don't know.
Clean your asses.
We're over an hour already. Look, we
Shave
appreciate
your
you
hair.
fuckers listening.
Hey, we're not saying shave your asshole.
Scrub.
just wash
Just
it.
scrub your fucking ass. If that's all we can tell you,
And if
people.
you're a woman out there,
Put that pussy in reverse and put on my dick.
that too.
Throw the thing down, flip it, and reverse it.